In a noteworthy shift, Turkey's imports of Russian oil have significantly decreased, reaching their lowest point since April, a development that has fueled widespread speculations about potential pressure from the United States. Data from LSEG, as cited by Reuters on September 26, confirmed that Turkish purchase of Russian crude oil experienced a notable downturn in September. This reduction is particularly significant given that Turkey has historically been one of Moscow's most substantial oil customers, often ranking second only to India in terms of import volume. The strong energy ties between the two nations have been a cornerstone of their broader relationship, with President Erdogan maintaining a close rapport with President Vladimir Putin despite the array of Western sanctions imposed on Russia following its action in Ukraine. This long-standing relationship has allowed Turkey to navigate complex geopolitical waters, balancing its NATO membership with its strategic interests in maintaining ties with Russia. The timing of this downturn in oil purchase is particularly revealing, as it closely follows a 2-hour meeting between President Donald Trump and President Erdogan on September 25th. During these discussions, Trump reportedly exerted pressure on Ankara to cease its acquisition of Russian oil. The incentive offered for such a cessation was potential relief from certain U.S. sanctions, suggesting a direct linkage between Turkey's energy policy and its relationship with the United States. While Trump publicly hinted that Erdogan would comply with the request, he stopped short of issuing an unequivocal confirmation of any definitive agreement, stating, "I don't want to say that, but if I want him to, he will." His statement, while ambiguous, suggests a high degree of confidence on Trump's part regarding Turkey's eventual compliance, underscoring the leverage the U.S. perceives it holds over Ankara through its sanctioning capabilities. The Kremlin's response to this development has been measured, stating that Turkey, as a sovereign nation, is free to determine its own trade policy. This diplomatic stance avoids direct confrontation while implicitly acknowledging the external pressure on Ankara. However, analysts are approaching the situation with caution, emphasizing that Turkey's long-term geopolitical alignment remains uncertain. While the recent slump in imports suggests a potential shift, it is too early to conclude that Ankara is definitely altering its strategic energy partnership. Turkey's foreign policy is often characterized by its pragmatism and a desire to maintain flexibility, making definitive predictions about its future allegiance difficult. The country's geographic location and regional ambitions necessitate a delicate balancing act between various global powers, and its energy strategy is a key component of this complex calculus. Nevertheless, the decline in Russian oil imports by Turkey adds considerable weight to President Trump's broader strategic initiative aimed at curtailing Russia's energy revenues. This push is a central element of the U.S. strategy to weaken Russia's economic and military capabilities and to pressure U.S. allies to align more closely with this objective. The implication is that if a significant partner like Turkey can be swayed to reduce its reliance on Russian energy, it sets a precedent and bolsters the overall effectiveness of the sanctions regime. The situation highlights the intricate interplay between energy policy, international diplomacy, and economic pressure in contemporary global politics. The coming months will reveal whether this recent reduction in Turkish oil imports marks a temporary adjustment or a more fundamental reorientation of its energy and foreign policy strategy, with significant ramifications for both Russia's economy and the dynamics of the NATO alliance. If you have made it this far, congratulations. You have unlocked the truth. I want to ask you a quick question. Turkey's sudden cut to Russian oil imports following talks with Trump is a significant geopolitical shift. Do you see this as a lasting realignment where Erdogan fully pivots toward the West, or merely a temporary tactical move to gain short-term relief from U.S. sanctions, with trade likely to resume once pressure subsides? Join the debate. We want to hear your insightful opinion on where this is all heading in our community. Share your analysis and opinion in the comments below. Like the video and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.